I'm live. Hello. How are you? Welcome to Supercharge Fridays. I think I went live a bit suddenly. Quickly want to make sure everything works. Yes, hopefully everything works. Hello. If you're watching me live, comment in the comments. I have questions for you today. It's the other way around. Welcome to 153 weeks of Supercharge Fridays. Hi. Hope you're doing well. As you can see, Christmas is in the air. That's what we're going to be doing. This is not eggnog. This is chai. But I thought it's yeah, you can't see. Hold on. Let me see. How is there a way I can hide my name? No, I can't hide my name. I wanted to show you my ugly sweater. It's time for Christmas ugly sweaters. So that's what I am doing. Wherever you are, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, it's also fun to have, the spirit and get into it. And I wanted to get into some questions that I would like to ask you for a change. And I decided, since it's the eve of Christmas Eve, what better way to do it than to look ridiculous with my Christmas jumper and my Christmas hat. Where are you joining in from? Are you celebrating Christmas? What's happening? Come in the comments and say hello. How you doing? Lovely to see some folks join in. Um, Great. So, what are we going to do today? I wanted to ask you, what are I'm sounding serious with like dressed up like this. What are some resources that you would like to see more of that would help your career, but you don't necessarily see them today? I have questions and I'd like some answers. So the reason I ask is because I'm doing some shameless market research because I think my audience looks for A, B, and C, but who am I? I could be wrong. Yeah, who am I to think that I know everything? Because I don't. So I'd like some, pointed feedback on where you would, where do you need more help so that I can show up for you in 2023 even better with sharper, more needed topics, more needed in the hour, right? So where are you with that? What are you thinking about that? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Good evening, good afternoon. Everybody is doing well. Neelu, this is a wonderful topic, how to make a compelling CV. I have a lot of research and a lot of content on this topic, including some free as well as some paid. So if you're connected on with me on LinkedIn, send me a message. If we're not connected, send me a personalized connection request. But you will find so much on YouTube as well as a digital course which can help you to make it like literally step by step. All of this information is there because the idea is it's your marketing document. It's not just sitting there, with hundreds of other documents on some recruiter's desk, but it's about helping you to stand apart. That is the whole point. So, hopefully that is good. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Absolutely. I've been doing this 3 years in a row, Siddharth. The art of looking ridiculous just comes naturally. I don't have to put on an act or try too hard. I mean, even without the hat, it's works that way. So this topic is clearly popular. So I think I'm going to work more on this. So my resume is not getting shortlisted. Okay. So Shanti, I'm not looking at giving detailed answers today, but I'm looking at getting your questions and seeing how best I can help you. Again, for people who are very specific, feel free to reach out to me with your messages and I'm going to point you to some resources. I've also had resume writers, by the way, this is also applicable to you, Neelu. I've had resume writers on Supercharged Fridays, two of them, and we talked about step by step as well. That will help you as well. So I think another word that will, another resource that can help you is you go to like LinkedIn and you do hashtag Supercharged Fridays and hashtag resume. Just try that. I think you'll find something. But like I said, if you don't reach out to me, I've got lots of free resources. You may not even need to buy my digital course because you'll get a lot of value from the free stuff as well. Hello, how is everyone doing? It's so good to see you, G. I know that you're working. I appreciate you joining. Um, Perfect. So back to my shameless market research in seeing where you need help, right? I saw a question here. I want to make sure I haven't missed it. We have two questions on how to make compelling resumes. Word of the day, career case studies. All right. Can you specify what you mean by career case studies? Because then I can understand better before I start blah blah with my answers. So, hello, Santa Claus. Risto, the objective for 2023 is to narrow my focus, and that's where I could use some extra help, although not any more active in work life. Yeah, no, I get that, Risto. I think you are semi retired. Narrow my focus. Hmm. What are some resources that can help you, Risto? I'd like to know that because accordingly, we can approach this. um, because I also would like to know, like, how do you like to learn? First, I'll get into my second question later. Topics on leadership qualities. Okay, good one, good one. We did a recent one with Stefano. In fact, LinkedIn user, please feel free to identify yourself. We did a session, it was just a couple of weeks ago with Stefano, and we talked about what, Stefano, this one right here, the one with the Santa hat. And we talked about leader and manager, right? Which one is what makes a leader different? But thank you for sharing this. I'll make sure that we have more content on this as well on Supercharged Fridays. Also, please make sure you subscribe because I also have a newsletter. Please feel free to subscribe to that as well, because I share lots of insights that I don't share anywhere else. And my newsletters are fun, they are not like boring text. It's only three things once every Saturday. So tomorrow there's one coming out. There's only three things I share in it, and you can read it in less than 3 minutes, including attachments if I send you to another link. So go to superchargeyourself.com. Where is it? Superchargeyourself.com/newsletter. Okay. Let's see what else. What else do you need help with? This is a very good one, Risto. So I'm looking forward to learning more about that. Merry Christmas, Diana. Thank you. You too. You too. Writing cover letters will especially be helpful when you're switching your line, but also to showcase your transferable skills. That's a good one, Nilu. I have that in my course. Like I said, write to me. But I've also, I'll also make sure I point you to the free resources as well. Uh, Hi, Kavindra. Invariably love your insights on various topics. I would love to see more pertinent topics in the area of HR in the extant era. Care to explain, Kavindra, what you mean by that? I think I might have a word of the day. I learn new words every day in many languages, but I think I don't know this word in English. Thank you, G. Thank you. Lovely to see you guys. Thank you for joining. Yes, lots of resources as well. Um, okay. Another quick one. Hi there. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that, Savan. Very kind of you. What is a suitable approach for transitioning veterans to the corporate world? Brilliant question. Um, I will I'll share two resources with you. Again, if you want to know more and you want to get to the direct links, feel free to write to me. Um, I have, if you're interested in stories, there are two people I interviewed on my podcast who have, one was from the US Marines and the other one was, yeah, in the US Army. And both transitioned. The first one transitioned in his 30s. The second one transitioned in his 50s. And he talks about his journey as well. So feel free to write to me so I can share those links with you. The one person I'm going to specify because she actually has a background as a transitioning military spouse. She has seen firsthand she's lived through that experience. Her name is Varsha Raturi Thaplyal. So if someone watching today who knows who Varsha is, feel free to tag her. I highly recommend LinkedIn user. I wish I could see your name. I don't like calling you LinkedIn user. It sounds extremely impersonal. Give me a sec while I find out your mysterious identity because you may not even realize that you're hiding under LinkedIn user. Hmm. Ah, Diljit. Okay, excellent question, Diljit. So, I'm gonna, since I'm on LinkedIn right now, Varsha, I'm gonna tag her. I'm literally doing it live. We mentioned you right now. Okay, check her out. Her I've tagged her in the comments because she helps with resumes. And resume is not like, oh, it's a very transactional thing, it's one document, but it also helps you to think about where do you want to be. And I know there are coaches out there who specialize in for veterans. But if you want to start somewhere, Diljit, I would also say check out. There's a video of mine that's going to be coming up, more recent, a new video, because I have an old video which is related to career change. And there are some universal principles in career change, whether you are changing from military to corporate, or corporate to public sector, non for profit, all of that. So there are some things that overlap. So check that one out. If we are not connected, if we are connected, feel free to send me a message, and I'll make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, because that video will be coming out in a few weeks. But in the meantime, I'll send you a link to an older video of mine, which should help you as well. So hopefully, good luck with that. But good to know that this is something that you're thinking about. As a new grad, as a fresher, should I negotiate salary if I'm happy with the offer they provided? If you're happy, absolutely happy, you can always look at some benefits, maybe. I don't know. But what does happy mean? And how do you know it's well paid? Maybe compared to what you were making before? Like, you don't have a benchmark, right? So, Yash, check out a video I have on my salary negotiation playlist, because over there I have a video of how can you negotiate, or should you negotiate your salary when you are a fresh grad. That video has lots of tips for you. All right. Hi there. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Appreciate that, Amit. Thank you. I have an MBA in finance. How do I switch from a BA role in an IT firm to a finance one? Okay. Hmm. It's a good question, Devi Prasad. So I was literally just talking about the career change aspect. Same thing. Send me a message. I'll send you some links and some resources that will help you. And watch for my YouTube channel, because I have a video that's coming up on career change that will help you perfectly. All right. Good. Awesome. Hey Tejas, ATS friendly resume versus HR friendly resume. Okay, good. This is a good one. Tejas, I did a whole live stream with a recruiter who only works with ATS. Like, he's worked with 6 ATSs in his career, and he directly gets the resumes from the ATS. So his name is Ed Hahn, and I did a whole topic on this. So um, you'll find that, where will I send it to you? My God, I have so much stuff now. It's very hard to, like, it's like a library. It needs categories and it needs organization. So send me a message. I'll sit for 15 minutes after the live stream. I'll make sure I answer. If you guys are sending me messages, I'll make sure I answer every one of them. Send me a message. Please don't send me a blank connection request. Please be careful of that. Just send me a message saying this is the topic you need help with, and I'll help you with that. How do you tackle notice period? Okay, good one. Thank you. That's a very popular question I have. So I'm going to go back and watch this replay. So I appreciate that. Extant era, it means in the current times, HR. Okay, good. Interesting. Kavindra, I think that I've had a couple of people from HR on the show, as well as on the podcast. So you're welcome to check them out. But because I left corporate a couple of years ago, I don't feel very comfortable making original content on that. But definitely appreciate the suggestion. Yeah, yeah. Uh, because I have to make sure that lots of topics are appealing to as many people as possible, and not only one section. Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. I think then we're good. We've got a few ideas that have, I'll make sure that I address in 2023. So I think we're good. I think I've answered every one of them. So I really appreciate you being here. Next week. Oh, I want to say if G is still watching. I don't know if she's watching, doesn't matter. So G and I, Jihan, she is also former HR, and she is gonna be on on my LinkedIn Live Supercharge Fridays. G, remind me, darling, are you with me on the 16th or are you with me on the 9th? No, I'm sorry, 6th. I think you're with me on the 6th. I don't remember. We are going to have G in the early part. Not sure which date. Let me see. I want to make sure I don't say something wrong. No, we're gonna have her in. Just watch this space. Follow my hashtag Supercharge Fridays. I'm gonna have her on in January 2023, and we're gonna talk about something so juicy. You're not gonna want to miss it. And the topic is gonna be about strengths because she is also certified on Clifton Strengths. And we are going to look at how do you approach scenarios like interviews, like your resume from a strength point of view, and how can this help your career? Because one thing is to take a test, and the other thing is actually how do you use the information in those tests to your advantage. That is what we need. We need those missing links because anyone can give you those information, that information, right? um Hey Sajid, oh that's amazing. Congratulations. Send me a message please on LinkedIn. I'd like to know more about how you did it. Amazing. Merry Christmas, Adam. Oh my gosh, it would be critical to hear on what soft skills and transferable skills would be more critical to focus on in 2023. Okay, good. That's a good suggestion. Thank you. And thank you for being here. You're officially on holiday, but I love that you went into your LinkedIn. Amazing. All right. How many references, videos, guest podcasts you got? Yeah, it's a library. Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's a lot. And in my head, I'm not very organized. So when people ask, and I'm like, think I need to hire somebody to help out with that. Hey, Abbas. Oh my gosh, your name is I think it's a bit personal. I need your help. Feel free to send me a message, please. I have all my contact information publicly available. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do to help. Um, if you've been given a salary range, can you? Yes, Satish. Yes, yes. Go check out my channel about salary negotiation. Check out the playlist. It's free. I teach you how to ask. Okay, without looking greedy. How important is it for people in HR to be fully aware of HR laws? Hmm. Shantanu, I don't think you can know everything, right, in an HR situation or labor law situation, but you want to know the ones which are applicable to your company. How do they apply to your company? Do you have unions, workplace, harassment? You have collective labor laws. It's important to know that because when I was in when I started here in Belgium, they were also in multiple languages, right? So and they were kumite pahite. It was really like uh, quite confusing. So you want to focus on the ones that are really applicable, and you don't have to be a walking, talking, you know, handbook that knows all the laws by heart. I don't think it's about that, but you also should have a chat with your boss and see what is important. Human leadership. Hmm. That's a good one. Kavindra, I did one on change management. That's a good one. I did one. I had a guest called Helen Dunnett, and we talked about change. And in fact, I've talked about change multiple times, but good. Thank you for the reminder. Merry Christmas. Hey, Tegan, lovely to see you. Uh, Perfect. Then another topic, performance reviews coming up. Ooh, Lalita, this is a juicy one. I think I'm not doing enough on this. I get this question a lot. So thank you. Thank you for the nudge. I appreciate it. How do you connect with people? How do you connect with people on LinkedIn, particularly HR people? I would say before you connect, Ashish, start following them. If they are writing something, start seeing what they're doing. Do a little bit of a recon, background research on where they are, what do they do, what do they talk about, so that when you reach out, it's not out of the blue, hey, I need a job, because most people don't tend to respond to that. But spend a few days at least focusing on like where they are, where do they hang out, which company are they in, check out their profile really well and just follow them for a bit. And it also helps when you have a context, like, hey, I saw this role in the company and I just applied, wanted to let you know. So send a very hyper personalized connection request. That'll help you. And I have an ebook on how to send emails during a career transition. It's there on my website. That I think will help you. So check that out. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a lovely, if you're celebrating, have a lovely Christmas. Ho ho ho. And I will see you at the same time. It'll be again like the eve of New Year's Eve. I remember I did this 2 years ago. It was on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. And last year was Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So this time it's the eve of Christmas Eve and the eve of New Year's Eve. So next week at the same time, 30th of December, Friday, 2 p.m., I'll be here. I'll probably be out because we're going to have friends visiting and we'll be out, Christmas markets and all of that stuff. I might have my phone. I might just be 5 minutes, but I want to chat maybe next week if we have enough time. But even if we don't have time, I would love to see comments on just the what are you grateful for. Let's end with a positive note. What are you grateful for the most from 2022? Before we say goodbye to 2022 and say hello to 2023, let's end with gratitude. And what are you most grateful for? Don't answer that now. Let's talk about that on the 30th of December. That's what I'm going to be doing. Same time next week. Take care. Merry Christmas and happy holidays if you're observing them. And I shall see you next week. Bye. Have a good Friday and a good weekend.